This podcast is brought to you by JuiceComedyToronto.com. Also, check them out on Instagram at JuiceComedyTO.
This is a big one here. All right, from one big one to another big one. All right, big up yourself, the man, the legend, Dr. J. Now this one here, who is this? Who is this right here?
Thank you, Soca Prince, for keeping the couch warm.
Yeah.
I go by the name of Nigel.
Yes.
A.K.A. Majah Hype.
Uh-huh.
A.K.A. the King of Caribbean Comedy.
Yes.
A.K.A. Russ, Mitzi, Eva Rifle.
Yes.
Timothy.
Uh-huh.
Grandpa James. It's too much to go.
It's crazy. So let's just jump into it.
They call me Major.
When it comes to characters, who are some of your personal favorite characters that you like to actually bring to life?
I think that my characters are built off of people that I've encountered in my walk of life.
Got you.
So actually bringing those people to life is what I like to do. The Russ kind of reminds me of my father.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So my father, I hardly ever seen my father smile.
Yeah.
I hardly ever seen him laugh. You know what I'm saying? He's a very militant, serious dude. Rastafari,
like the Russ,
them type of thing there. You know what I mean? And that's the Russ. Mitzi plays the part of probably people that I've encountered in dancehall life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know, but I was a DJ at one point in time.
Massive B?
Massive B, but before Massive B, I used to play on a sound called Libra Love Machine.
You used to play Libra Love, bro?
Yes.
I had no
With Stereofish, Baby Q, Obsession, Majah Hype, Bugsy Bam Bam. All of us played on a sound called Libra Love Machine, and that's how
No idea.
That sound was the first sound that made me travel to Canada to play in Club Epiphany and places like that.
Listen, I'm about to throw down this. What?
Yes.
Wow. Libra Love Machine from Brooklyn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They used to call us like the baby Stone Love, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because Father Lydie and Wee Paul was like, you know, they was like good friends, so...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So as you're saying, so Mitzi is some people that you encountered in dancehall, basically.
Yeah, you know, like being an MC in dancehall, you have to have argument.
100%.
And you get argument from the gal them.
Yeah.
You don't. I mean, a lot of the argument we build on our own, but a lot of the other argument that we get.
Yeah.
No girl can't come on your yard gate, come beat you up on them thing there. That come from the girls. Because they will come to you and be like, boy, Major, you know, here says Shelly get beat up in front of her yard gate and a girl disrespect her and this and that.
And done her.
You understand? So we go on the dance and we talk about those issues. You know what I'm saying? And most of those arguments come from hanging out in beauty salons. You know what I'm saying? Places like that. You know what I'm saying? And when you sit in a beauty salon, you come across a one thief, a one butterer. You know what I'm saying? I come in there, yeah, man, me have some Gucci. I just get out the road and, you know what I mean? So
Mitzi
I think that is definitely Mitzi with a Z and Russ with a cutlass.
Yeah. You listen, you know who is the Russ is my personal favorite. I remember the Russ from Room Warming Days.
Exactly.
And also
definitely,
a skit that you did with Trey Bus called for
Valentine's Day.
Yes, when you brought the plantain and the aloe vera. Yes, you know what I mean? And those are original. You know what I mean? I think the Russ was your first character.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is the first character that I've ever created.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Grandpa James was after him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that because my next favorite is Timothy. Yeah.
No one wants goat, bro.
Roast rump. Was it?
No one wants. We want the brisket, bro.
Yeah.
And the rump roast, bro.
Tell her this is bullshit.
It's bullshit, bro. Tell your mom you don't want any oxtail, bro.
Listen.
You still wash dishes, bro? You don't have a dishwasher, bro?
Where did you get an inspiration for Timothy?
Growing up where I grew up,
yeah,
right? of course, get a life and all them thing there. But mama wanted better for her children. So we moved to a place called East Flatbush, which back in those days was very diverse. It had white people, it had black people, it had, Caribbean people, it had Asians. Everybody was there. And when we moved there, I had a white friend. And he just was so ignorant to Caribbean culture. Like, you eat goat, bro? You know what I mean? Who eats goat, bro? You know what I'm saying? And that was the influence of, I feel like me as a comedian, I've lived, and that's why I say God works in a mysterious way, right?
For sure.
Because my walk of life, to me, was getting me ready for my career as a man.
Understand.
You understand what I'm saying? The whole, my dad, my friends that I grew up with, being a DJ, being an artist, being a producer. Because a lot of people don't know also that I play 7 instruments.
Yeah, that I do know.
My main instrument is the alto saxophone.
Crazy.
And I've produced a lot of songs for artists such as Egyptian, Mongana Rebel, Taurus Riley.
You produce songs?
Yes, produce. Yes.
Could you name some of these songs?
Taurus Riley's song is called Mama.
Yeah, big song.
You know what I'm saying? Egyptian song was I did about 4 Egyptian songs, but one of the big ones was a song that he did with an artist that he was busting named Ice Cold.
Yes, I remember that artist.
And it was called how I go again?
Yeah.
The girl them love me. And say, you know what I'm saying?
I think I remember
something like that.
Yeah.
Go Hard. That's what it was named. Go Hard. Go Hard. Go Hard. And then I used to work with Ricky Blaze a lot.
Yeah.
Me and Ricky Blaze did a lot of songs together. Living in the Ghetto. I sung that song. We did a song called Everything Is Gonna Be Alright.
Yes.
We did a lot of music stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because music was my first love. Yeah. And it still is. Still is. I still play music still, and that's why you see artists such as Evil Rifle.
Yes.
That's why you see
he gets to display the musical side of God.
And every time I do like a Evil Rifle skit or something like that, everybody was like, "No, you need to take this seriously. Yeah. That was a wicked tune." And I'm like, people don't even realize that I'm actually an artist. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I just put comedic value in it, right?
Got you.
So, but you see the Buju sketches, you see the Luciano sketches and stuff like that, because those are people who I'm fans of and people who that I rated from a long time. So
makes sense. I mean? Yeah. Since you brought up Buju, what I wanted to ask you, what was it like meeting him when you were hosting the Long Walk to Freedom tour?
It's funny because I actually spoke to Buju before I even met him.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, like I said, I was a selector for years.
Yeah.
So I actually met Buju as a selector.
Wow. Yeah.
Right? We went to Jamaica as Liberal Love Machine. We went to Buju's studio.
Okay.
And we did some dubs and everything, and I met him. But it was kind of it was a selector artist relationship. So it was like, all right, y'all hear the voice tune, whatever. But then doing actual Buju skits and creating my own content as Buju, because none of the songs that I've sung on my sketches is Buju's content.
Okay.
That's songs that I created.
Using the voice and the nuances and everything.
Right. So I use his voice and the whole persona of Buju, but that's not his content.
Yeah.
So Crime Free Christmas and Thanksgiving sketch and all of those things. That's actually my lyrics.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But Buju, some people reached out to me, some people that I know.
Okay.
And they reached out to me and they're like, yo, this is before Buju was even free.
Yeah.
When he was in jail. Everybody's like, yo, Buju watch your stuff in jail, bro. And I'm like, nah, that's crazy. And they're like, yo, the man rate your thing them down. Because you don't know how a DJ or an artist would take what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I felt like Buju is locked up, so we're not hearing him. Right? but I could be the person that makes society not forget who he is.
Makes sense.
You understand what I'm saying?
Doing your little part
right,
there.
by doing that and being consistent with it. So people will not forget the name Buju Banton until him come on road.
Makes sense.
You understand what I'm saying? And people was telling me like, yo, that man watched your stuff in prison. And it was probably
Crazy.
like a week or two after he was released from jail and he got deported and he was back in Jamaica. A good friend of mine, which is Lisa Hanna, MP.
Okay. Yeah.
She's an MP in Jamaica, a politician in Jamaica, and me and her is like, she's like my best friend almost. You know what I'm saying? And she supports me so much.
Yeah.
Like she comments on every post. I go to her house when I'm in Jamaica. She comes to my house when she's in Atlanta.
Crazy.
And it's just so much love between me and her that, you know, I guess Buju went and checked her.
Yeah.
At her house in Jamaica when he came out, and she was like, yo, man, I have somebody for you to talk to, you know, and I'm like, who? And she was like, he's a big fan of yours, and you're a big fan of his, and I'm like,
Get out of here.
who the hell is she talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and she's like, hold on, and he takes the phone and he's like, yo, youths,
Yeah.
you know some rate your youths, me rate your things, them youths, y'all going good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is this?
You still didn't read.
Because I'm like, it can't be this
Can't be.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my ultimate favorite artist. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, how this? And he said, what you mean about how this?
Yeah.
You don't know the voice. And I'm like, I gotta meld this. Yeah. And it was just love right through.
Wow.
From that time on, it's been nothing but love. But then when I hosted, they hired me to host the Trinidad leg of the show. That Buju did, you know what I'm saying? And I hosted that show, and after the show, because hosting, you don't really get to socialize with artists like that. You know what I mean? They're in their trailers, and when it's time to come on stage, they'll come out 2 minutes before you bring them on.
Quick hail and
right. So it's like a big up yourself, rah, rah, rah. You know what I mean? And after the show was over, he actually was like, "Where me and Johnny? I need to talk to Majah." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody called me and was like, Buju asking for you. He wants to meet you. Buju, you know, and we sat down in his trailer and we talked for a little while. And, we just, the connection was just so real there.
Instantaneous.
And, yes. And, we took our pictures and all that stuff. And we talk every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Before he even, Rock Nation actually reached out to me to promote some of the songs that he's done on Rock Nation's label. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The song Stepper.
Yeah.
We Not Trust. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they said, we need you to do some skits for this song and this project. So that was a great thing, you know what I'm saying? And I spoke to him maybe 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I spoke to him and he's like, youth, the next video you do, I want day nights. I go and fly, I come to Jamaica. I'm going day in at the sketch. I said, all right, no problem. He said, yo, you see the next sketch you do, you have to use the Bob Marley song. Yeah. The song will say, yes, my friend, we're there street again. You know what I'm saying? What? And it's a dream come true. To be a little youth that was such a dancehall fan, that became a DJ, that became a producer, that became a singer, that became a comedian, that is actually in the same realm of the people that I looked up to at one point.
Mutual respect.
Exactly, and it's just such a good feeling. So to the viewers that are watching this, let me tell you this right now: there is nothing that you cannot do.
For sure.
The impossible is possible.
Yep.
Think about this young youth, musically inclined, talented, looking up to, and it goes. It's so crazy how God works, because, like, before I was a DJ, I remember being in middle school, in the cafeteria, beating on the table and singing like Bounty Killer songs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
crazy.
Excuse pass me cellular phone back. Me call Antoinette and Simone. Let a mercy. You know what I'm saying? And actually being in the same space with these people. You know what I mean?
Same respect.
You understand what I'm saying? These people rate me and I rate them for years.
Yeah.
And to be able to talk to Buju on the phone or, converse with him in living color.
Yeah.
It's like a dream. I feel like I'm living a dream right now.
That's what you are living.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can dream.
Yeah.
But you have to work on making your dream a reality, or else it'll just be a dream.
100%.
And dreams are when you sleep.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to make it a reality. And I've made my dreams become reality, and it's just such an unreal, surreal feeling, to be able to, even be in the same space with these people, Elephant Man, and you know what I mean? Like,
you were playing 10 years ago. You were playing their records.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now you and them are on the same stage.
And the funny thing is that I wasn't one of the main dudes on the sound.
Yeah.
I was like the backup guy.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
When Stereofish and Baby Q couldn't make it, Obsession and Major Hype would be there.
Yeah.
Right? And we would mash up a dance the same way, but those were the frontline people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people knew those names more. You know what I mean? And to actually build a brand that is surrounded by my name, to build a brand that is respected by the entire Caribbean, is such a beautiful feeling, and it's something that I wasn't even prepared for, or that I even thought was possible.
So then, good thing. This is what brings me to this now. Will you ever reveal where you're from?
Of course I will.
Okay.
Let me explain something to you.
I want to hear
and to the viewers.
Yeah.
I never set out on a goal to not tell people where I'm from.
Okay.
That was never the plan.
Yeah.
I'm in no way, shape, or form embarrassed or anything about where I'm from.
Okay.
But I come from an era where Jamaicans hanged out with Jamaicans, Trinis hang out with Trinis, Grenadians hang out with Grenadians, Haitians hang out with Haitians. I remember when it wasn't cool to be Haitian.
Yeah, for sure.
Until Wyclef and Fugees came out.
Yeah.
It wasn't cool to be Haitian. You was a Haitian booty scratcher back in the day. You know what I'm saying? If you was African, you was an African booty scratcher.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And what I wanted for us, and when I say for us, I mean black people, foreigners, Caribbean people, Africans, people who migrated from their land to another land for opportunity and for a better life. What I wanted for us was for us to be able to understand each other's cultures and for us to unify ourselves to the point where I know that, because I've been in mainstream America for a long time. My uncle had a mainstream singing group on Michael Jackson's label.
What? That
was produced by Teddy Riley and these big producers and stuff like that. So I've been in that world for a long time. As a 15-year-old, I've been around Jay-Z, I've been around Steve Stout, I've been around Nas, I've been around Tupac, I've been around Biggie Smalls, I've been around Puffy. I've been around those people at 15, 16 years old. So I know what I wanted for my people. Unification. Unity is strength. And strength is in numbers, right? So I always want to bridge the gap between the nationalities, because we all come from one diaspora.
For sure.
Although we might be Caribbean and you're from St. Vincent and you're from St. Lucia or you're from Grenada or you're from Jamaica, we're all from one diaspora, which 100%. Is the Caribbean. You understand what I'm saying? Barbados, all these places. And it went as far as Honduras, Panama, Belize. And I felt like we are too segregated as a people. You know what I mean? And they're not going to respect us if we are segregated.
You can't.
Because how many people comes from Jamaica?
You get it, right?
All of the people that come from Jamaica could hold in Brooklyn by itself. All of the people that has ever been born in Jamaica, that is alive right now, can fit in Toronto.
Yep. You're right.
You understand?
Again, and in that, uptown people versus downtown people
Right.
versus
All of that
country
shit is
people.
all that
versus
shit is
Mobile.
ridiculous to
Yeah.
me. Right? So to me, I wanted us to appreciate each other and learn about each other's cultures.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Even Guyana. Guyana is in South America. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
It's not Caribbean, but they're the only English speaking country in South America.
Yep.
So they adapted the Caribbean culture. So therefore they are us.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And we got to represent for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I remember at one point, and I have a joke that I tell
Yeah.
in my new set, that Jamaicans never listened to calypso. They never listened to soca.
Yeah.
There was two songs that they used to listen to, which is Tiny Whiny
Yes.
and Dollar Wine.
Yes.
If you played anything after that, they'd be like, yo, man, I got my yard, you know, cause fuck with the man I play. You understand what I'm saying? A disappointment, the man I play Rasta. You know what I'm saying? So, and you couldn't get a Jamaican to whine. No, you wasn't gonna get no Jamaican to whine. You was gonna get him to skank to Tiny Whiny. He will skank to Tiny Whiny. Tiny Whiny, this chick from country.
How do you skank to
know
Tiny
what I'm
Whiny?
saying?
How is that possible?
Because that just wasn't part of the culture.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, I wanted to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
And although I may not get the credit for it, I've seen it come alive.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying? I've seen, because think about it. At the end, when we were coming up, nobody listened to St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada, soca.
Not at all.
It was Trinidad and Jamaica.
100%.
That was it.
Yep.
You understand? Either you listening to dancehall or you listen to soca from Trinidad.
Yeah.
Now you have artists like Teddyson John, that's from St. Lucia. You have people like Skinny Fabulous, that's from St. Vincent. You have Nati and Thunder, that's from Grenada.
Yeah.
And they have an opportunity to feed their families.
Yeah.
They have an opportunity to sing music, and music is big. You understand what I'm saying? So I've seen it come alive through the work that I put in and that other people has adapted to as well. You know what I'm saying? Marshall Montana, he didn't have to do a song with Skinny Fabulous.
Yeah.
He started doing it though, because now
It
we
made
acknowledge
sense.
that there's talent in the small islands, the places that they call the small islands, and that's such a terminology that I hate as well.
Yeah.
For you to even call it a small island, because what is Jamaica or Trinidad
They're
or
all
any other island?
all basically the same size. If they're saying
What?
big or small, it's just representation, but it's not really anything.
But what
besides
is
that.
any of the islands in the Caribbean compared to Canada or America or England? What is
They could all fit
Come
in.
on,
Yeah.
we could put 10 Jamaicas in Canada, bro.
Simple?
You understand
Yeah,
what I'm
simple,
saying? So
simple.
I don't even like to hear people say small island. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something that we adapted to, that we heard, but it's not a good terminology for me.
I hear you.
And like, you know, like I said, I just see the melting pot becoming one, like Jamaica Carnival.
Yeah.
Nobody even cared about Jamaica Carnival back in the
That's
days.
unheard of.
It was like, what?
Yeah.
Go wind up with spa uptown. My youth, that idea. You understand? Now, dudes is actually going to Jamaica for carnival.
Yeah.
People are actually in investing themselves in the festivities and playing mass in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I actually set out to do. And it's you know, it's something that makes me proud to see that it's taking place.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? The next thing that I want to indulge in and bring to the forefront is our cinematic value.
Yes, I've seen you dabble
saying?
in that with Foreign Minds.
Of course, I did Foreign Minds Think Alike in 2016,
Yeah.
and you know, that was just my first project. That was my actually first project that I've ever done.
Yeah.
And it did well, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I just feel like we have so much more to offer
Yeah.
to mainstream cinema as far as Caribbean people. I mean, of course, we have Dancehall Queen, we have Third World Cop, we have Shatas, we have Belly, we have Mark for Death.
Yeah.
All of those movies have something to do with drugs
Yeah.
and killing.
Yeah.
I feel like we have way more to offer than that.
Fair enough.
I feel like we have romance, we have comedy, we have drama.
Yeah.
You know, we have so many things that we can add to those great films that we know and love. You know what I'm saying? Let's show them more than one part of us. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
Rest in peace to Louis Ranks. You know what I'm saying? He played a big part. Paul Campbell played a big part. You know what I'm saying? And these people, you know, to even see a movie like Belly, where you had Louis Ranks, which is representing the Caribbean, rest in peace.
The real
right?
hardcore,
representing
authentic.
Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
You had Nas, you had DMX in there.
Yeah.
You had so many mainstream stars that was willing to work with a man like Louis Ranks, right? And I feel like it doesn't stop there. I feel like we have to continue that legacy. You know what I'm saying? I have relationships with people, right? I have relationships with people like Busta Rhymes, French Montana, Swiss Beats. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that I'm gonna reach out to when I write my scripts and when I write my movies and say, listen, I need you to be a part of this. You know what I mean? Because that's what we need. We need those things to continue the legacy. You know what I mean? Think about it.
It makes sense.
Think about it.
It makes 100% sense.
Shotters was, what, 20 years ago, bro?
Bro, as simple as you see it.
As simple as you see it, and as much as you think about Shatta like it was yesterday, it was literally 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Bashment. With No Other Youth to the Power.
Yes. And Michael Fax and those guys.
Those movies was 23 years ago, bro. Think about it.
That doesn't even make sense.
And what do we have from 23 years ago to now? Nothing.
Yeah.
So we got to bring these things to the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you something before I get you out of here.
Yeah.
What inspires Majah Hype?
Just the love of my people.
Yeah.
Really and truly. The love of my people. I just want to see West Indian and Caribbean people win.
Yeah.
That's that to my soul.
Yeah.
That means so much to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a bad mind bone or blood cell in my bone when it comes to my people.
Yeah.
Seeing people win means so much to me because
you understand.
Because for me, I feel like when you win, I win.
We all win.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't look at it as me no want him for win because should I win? No, I don't feel that way. I
But
feel
if
like
that's how you feel, there's somebody else saying the same thing about you.
Of course.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's a brainwash that we were subjected to, and I feel like there's a stipulation within our mind that makes us feel like if you have, I won't be able to have.
Exactly.
And to me, that's like the worst mindset you can ever have in your life because the world is big as F.
What? It's just like if I have a candle and mine's is lit, yours isn't. If I light yours, that's not going to dim my light.
Exactly.
It's not going to do
It's going to
nothing.
make the light brighter.
And
You
we all
understand what I'm
have
saying? And that's what motivates me. That's what keeps me going. The fact that I want to do so much for us as a community, for us as a culture. You know, we see people like Chris Brown.
Yeah.
And I was actually speaking about this on my live today.
Okay.
Where I was saying, you know, it takes a mainstream person or a mainstream opportunity for us to represent that person.
For sure.
Tessa and Chin. She was
The
on
Voice.
She was on The Voice. She'd been singing for years before The Voice.
You remember her big song Hideaway?
Exactly.
Monster song.
Makes me feel was a big song.
Gigantic.
But nobody wanted to represent her until she became Tessa and Chin from The Voice, a mainstream platform. Then it's like, yeah, we are Jamaican, yeah. Where was the support before that?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? People like, for example, let's say Sean Paul. Sean Paul was trying to bust for years.
Yeah.
In Jamaica. Woman no want no bait.
You remember that
fever,
from the Playtime rhythm.
right? And people always used to say, nah man, him a uptown youth, him rich already.
Why do we need him? Why should we support him?
We not rate him.
Yeah.
Right? Then the Americans took him over. Just give it a light and pass the drug.
And from there,
now, in my yard, man. Shaggy.
same thing again.
Shaggy.
It's non-stop.
Big up, big up.
Yeah.
All of the woman, them big up, big up. Not until he said, shorty, they call me red-handed, sleeping at the next door. I'm a Jamaican. When we accomplish what we already set out to do is when they want to jump on board. That doesn't make sense to me. We got to support each other now. You understand what I'm saying? You got people like Chris Brown that takes our culture.
Yeah.
You got people like Justin Bieber that takes our culture. You got everybody.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled.
Sample.
All of these people are invested in our culture.
Except
and
for us.
they don't mind snatching it from us, using it, getting what they want out of it, and say, all right, here.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Major, it's so crazy. Listen to me. One last thing. Who's winning the cup tonight? Africa versus West Indies.
Man.
Quick. Before we get out of here.
Africa doesn't have they don't stand a chance.
They don't stand a chance.
No, not at all.
Listen,
let's keep it real.
Listen.
Let's keep it real.
Okay.
Let's keep it real. We respect Africa. We rate them. We like the little music that y'all making, the songs that we don't even know what the hell they are talking about, but we just like it, right? Y'all like, who can make a song about a banana that people like that we don't know what he's talking about? Banana follow you. What banana is following anybody? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? I don't know what you're talking about, but at the end of the way, I like the song and I like how y'all dance. Banana follow you. Money follow you. It sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds good, and we rate y'all. And the reason why we rate y'all is because we know that our heritage comes from Africa, right?
Of course.
But when it comes comedic value, y'all not nowhere near what Caribbean people are doing.
This
Kill them all and done. Kill them all and done.
Major, it's always, I say, listen,
bro.
always a vibe.
Definitely.
When we sit down and talk.
Definitely,
all right?
definitely.
I know for 2020, you're going to be back in.
Listen,
and
man,
that's when we're going to have the real conversation.
2020 people, trust me, it's going to be a very good year.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, I say, listen, let's not wait until the clock strikes 12 to change. Start now.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us make these promises to ourselves and shit. This year I'm going to join the gym. This year I'm going to stop smoking. This year I'm going to cut off some friends. This year I'm going to do this. This year I'm going to do that. Start now. Don't put a time limit on your success and your changes. Do what you got to do right now.
Leave your Instagram handle before we get out of here.
MAJAHHYPE. Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. If you don't know who I am, you should know who I am by now. I've been doing this for years. But if you don't, that means you didn't pay your Wi-Fi bill, and maybe you need to pay it. Okay? So,
we're out. We're
give
gone.
Mr.
We're gone.
Rogers and tell us and all them people their money and get your Wi-Fi. Bell and everybody. Get them money and find out who. You understand?
It's always a
Muscle,
vibe.
big up yourself. You don't know you're a foundation youth, and years you do this thing from them time till now, and we're still there. So give respect where respect is due. Big up yourself, my brother. Love.
People, big up. Major.
Mad.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusica.com.